готова. Сейчас уже поеду. У меня сегодня speech. The title is Hello, do you speak English? Надеюсь, все пройдет отлично, и я выступлю очень хорошо. Пока, увидимся!
Лучше намного.
Лучше?
So the gavel is a symbol of Toastmasters clubs around the world. 10,000 clubs around the world in 140-some countries. There's 4 clubs, official clubs in Kazakhstan.
Room for improvement for today's speakers. So I will be giving my short report at the end of the meeting.
English is a language of communication for nowadays, but I won't talk about the importance and necessity of this language because we all know about that, right? The reason that I'm going to tell about learning English is that many people ask me where and how did I learn. Probably many of you think that I was abroad, especially in USA, but actually I wasn't, so I'm going to answer for all of these questions today. Everything happens for a reason. We meet people every day in our life. Everyone influences us as much as we want them to influence. It will be appropriate to mention about 2 people who helped me to build myself and learn English. The very first and very important influence was from my father. He's a strict person when it concerns about study and behavior. He controlled my lessons for the first 4 years of the school time, but then I was responsible for my own self-education by myself. He taught me about commitment, to be responsible, and he always required me only high grades, even at university time. I cannot say that I was good at all subjects, but I tried my best. I remember the day from the university, from the first semester, when I came home and told to my dad with a smile on my face that I passed an exam and get the 95% out of 100. And of course I expected the answer were like, good job honey, well done. Instead I heard, why not 100%? I was so mad and upset, saying to him that it is already high mark and explaining how it is hard to study in language which is not your native actually. And I didn't understand, and most of the time was crying to my mom that he requires too much from me and restricts me from hanging out with my friends by saying, Aiym, don't rush, everything should be on time. And now my words cannot express how grateful I am, because he was right. He was absolutely right in every decision that he made for me. And yeah, thanks to my dad, without him I won't be standing here. But the person who interested me to learn English, and this is just not a whole story, and now my journey begins. And again, it begins from the school time. Imagine myself as a 15-year-old teenager, a simple day, boring lessons, state of inertia, until a teacher came into the class. A young lady started to conduct the English lesson. Her energy, her teaching methods are really surprised me, because she was not a teacher, but a student who came for an internship. And she encouraged me to speak like her, to do the lessons, to study and to do the homeworks. And I love to have a conversation with her at the break times. And yeah, and thanks to her, because of her, I started to learn English. And at that time, we didn't have those phones, and I had plenty of time to focus on study. I searched the internet in order to find a place where I can practice my poor English. And after a long search, I finally found a website where people all around the world can talk with each other, sharing, teaching languages. There is a table which you have to fill, like your name, surname, age, where you're from, which languages do you speak, which languages do you want to learn. And there's 2 types of chats, like texting and talking. I was not able to talk with people, so I love to have a conversation in texting chat. I felt incredibly happy just to type, hi, how are you, where are you from? Nevertheless, one day I understood that I'm stuck in one place because of repeating the same words every day. Therefore, I challenged myself to go and talk in chat. The good point of that website that you cannot see each other, but only hearing voices. So I remember I was sitting on my chair, very nervous, looking for the person with whom I can talk to, and suddenly I received a call. I picked up the incoming call and heard the voice of a man who was saying, hello, do you hear me? Hello, do you hear me? I was so scared to say something, so I just closed the goal and didn't say anything. I'm just smiling and laughing about that moment because everything begins with a little step, and my first step ended with a failure. But I didn't give up, I practiced hard, I tried my best, and it was hard, it was difficult to understand because people were from different countries with different accents, and my level of English was like, I don't understand you, could you repeat it again, could you type it? And I really wonder how people dare to talk with a girl who don't understand every second word, probably just because of my positive attitude, I think. But I didn't practice my English only by talking. As you already know, I love music and singing, so I combined the two hobbies together. I wrote down the lyrics of the song and singing together with the singer. Also a good way of memorizing new words and having fun as well. And then when I improved my English to the level of understanding, I started to watch different kind of TV shows on YouTube, like Ellen DeGeneres show, still my favorite show, and different kind of interviews with celebrities, also like entertaining and not so long, like not boring to understand. And when I finished my school, I badly wanted to study in English, and I chose the university by myself. Thanks to my parents, they supported my choice, and by the way, I'll graduate soon. And yeah, everything happens for a reason. The only thing that you have to do is to notice the good things in people and moments, treasure your time and try to spend it on things which makes you happy. Take advantage of every opportunity which will help you to build yourself and to learn something. And I wish I could say, listen to your parents, but since almost everyone is parents, I would like to say, teach your children to listen to you and try to be a good example for them. And most important, don't be scared to fail. Thanks.